Welcome to Alpha Red number 7, The Monster Within. In this issue, an ancient evil has risen, unleashed by a rogue treasure hunter on her latest heist. Now, this powerful executioner walks the earth once more, and only Alpha Red stands between the fallen angel and the annihilation of the other kingdom warriors. As Wingman is haunted by cryptic visions of his forgotten past, he squares off with the Searcher and her celestial enforcer Keown. What dark secrets link the sacred relics to Wingman's dreams? And can Alpha Red stop this vengeful angel before it's too late? Brace yourself for pulse-pounding action, shocking revelations, and supernatural suspense in Alpha Red number 7, a high-octane thrill ride you won't want to miss. This issue can be enjoyed on its own, but there will be tiers where you can pick up the first 6 issues of Alpha Red. If you're new to Alpha Red, it can be summarized like this. In a world unraveling from the inside, Alpha Red emerges as a bold new hero in a time of darkness. Calvin Wesley was just a blue-collar worker until the Kingdom, a secret organization powered by ancient spiritual technology, chose him to be their new champion. With superhuman strength, speed, and wisdom now flowing through him, Wes is thrust into the battle that reaches beyond the physical world into the realm of eternal souls. The enemy, Satan himself, cast into human form, walking among us, immortal, plotting a global apocalypse after being betrayed by his right-hand demon. His identity is hidden, his influence is growing, and only Alpha Red stands between us and damnation. This isn't just a comic, it's a spiritual war dressed in superhero skin. A gripping, high-stakes saga where every punch is powered by purpose and every page crackles with righteous intensity. Created by artist and writer James Keown, Alpha Red fuses pulse-pounding action with themes of faith, redemption, and the eternal struggle between good and evil. With stunning artwork and a cinematic story arc built for fans of Spawn, Daredevil, and the Book of Revelation, this is a series that dares to say something deeper, while still kicking it like a 90s style comic. Join the mission, back the hero, invest in the legend. Alpha Red isn't just another comic, it's the beginning of something bigger. What's going on, friends? James Nguyen here with the Alpha Red Comic Channel. Thank you for joining me for this Alpha Red number 7 launch party. I can't thank you enough for your support. A lot of people are reaching out to me behind the scenes and wishing me well, and I do appreciate it. And so what I want to do is kind of go over some of the rewards and see if you guys have any questions, see who's out there in the chat, and then we'll work through anything. And I have an alarm set to go off at 8:28 so that I can send you off to fund my comic, so that you can be one of the first people to support me. And if you are the first person, you will get this comic right here. It is Alpha Red number 1 sketch cover. I drew a picture of Pitt on it, and then I gave him the Alpha Red mask, and I made it Alpha PITT. So I think I did a pretty good job with the logo. Pretty proud of myself there. I was using those new markers. But it's not a party if I'm here by myself. So I asked a couple of friends to come, and they might show up later. But I got a friend right in the beginning. I want to introduce you to the creator of the Sword of Eden, Mr. Al Nickerson. Welcome to the Alpha Red Comic Channel, Mr. Al Nickerson. How are you?
Markers? You're still using markers?
I am. It's these for the colors. So it's these things that I keep seeing people use to sign their books. I don't know. But my daughter is home and she has a box of them, and so I started using markers.
Wow. And you
Markers.
like the microns still too, don't you?
I still like microns. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I knew you'd give me a hard time about the micron usage, but you got to use everything, right? You got to use everything to create what we create.
Well,
So-
I've used microns when in animation for a little bit, and I think for one DC Comics, that's just like a limited comic. Half of it I used microns, but normally, yeah, I still like using the brush and it in.
Yeah. All right. So we're trying to get everybody excited about this launch of Alpha Red number. Whoops, where's my screen? Do I have to move my screen? I do have to move my screen. I apologize. Here we go. There we go. So we can zoom in. But Alpha Red number 7. So your project, your comic is on Fund My Comic.
Yes.
What is your thoughts about Fund My Comic as a platform? Have you done a crowdfunder before?
No, this is actually my first crowdfunding campaign. Mostly I've been selling the Sword of Eden graphic novels on my online store, theswordofeden.com. But I wanted to reach that, audience that loves to contribute to crowdfunding campaigns. And so, yeah, I picked Fund My Comic, and I like Fund My Comic, and I like Luke Stone, and it's kind of fun. So,
Yeah.
But you have to do something different. So since Sword of Eden is sold on my online store, I wanted to make available a exclusive print for all the books that are sold on Fund My Comic.
Yeah. No, it's neat, and I did eventually get the hang of it towards the end of all the posting of the rewards and things. I still have to figure out how to use the coupons. Do you have any coupons that you associate with any of the rewards? Do you understand that?
I do not, and I haven't even looked into it. No.
Oh, okay.
Sorry.
Yeah. So I was asking him about add-ons, like the other platforms, like Kickstarter and Indiegogo have add-ons where you buy the main reward and then you go to like a secondary as you're checking out. The idea is like you're picking up like the bubble gum, whatever's at the cash register there, and you're throwing them in your cart and you're buying them as you're leaving. But Luke doesn't have that on Fund My Comic. So I asked him about it, and he says use a coupon, and I was like, all right. But there's some like pre-made coupons that are already in there, and I don't know. So Al, is Al here? Al. I don't know who Al is.
Yep. Yeah, Mike, Patrick.
Oh, you okay.
How you guys doing?
I was like, who's Al? And I have Al here.
Yeah.
I was looking in the chat for Al, but Al is on.
I am me.
You are you. Every time I see it, I'm like confused if people want to talk about AI. And I'm like, is that AI or AL?
Yeah, I can't get enough of that joke.
For me, it's not a joke. It's like an old man thing.
Oh. All right, well, how do you like Fund My Comic so far?
I like it. I like the reason why I'm using Fund My Comic to launch this one. I used it for Alpha Red number 6 as one. I did all 3 platforms like a madman. Created one it was the same comic over 3 different platforms with different covers for each platform, and I will never do that again. That was not not fun. But so I had some experience using Fund My Comic, but I was it was the most different one. Like Indiegogo and Kickstarter were similar. So what I liked the most about Fund My Comic was that you get the money right away. Like when someone pledges for the reward, and you can select an all or nothing. And if you select that, I assume that they're not going to send you the money until you reach goal, but if you say, I'll take it, I forget what they call it. I want it all, I think is the selection.
Right. Yeah.
And that means it's going to happen anyway. Like I'm going to pull out of my savings if I have to make it happen and make it happen on time. And I would rather not do that. That's the whole goal of the crowdfunder. But as you go along, he sends you the money within a day or two. I can start paying. Like I've already started paying my inker and my colorist, and so it'll be nice to see my war chest get padded a little bit, because the last 2 or 3 days when I'm sending out the pencils and the inks to the inker and the colorist, that I see that war chest shrinking fast. So
Yeah, that's a wonderful option. It's very it reminds me a lot of like when I sell stuff on eBay. You know, you get paid right away. You know,
yeah,
and that's one of the reasons why I like Fund My Comic. And also, since I have no end date on Fund My Comic, yeah, it's kind of like my own little second online store.
yeah, yeah. I see that it's set that way, and so how does that compare from your store, the activity on your store, and Fund My Comic?
Well, I'm on eBay, I'm on Amazon, and I sell most of my books through my online store
Okay.
at thesortofbean.com. I don't sell a whole lot of books on eBay. I sell a lot of artwork on eBay. And if you have a book, you have to be on Amazon, because a lot of people buy books on Amazon. Although
Okay.
Amazon's probably my least favorite website to sell stuff, because it takes forever for you to get paid. Like, I think like a week after the book actually is delivered, and they charge a lot of fees. So if
Yeah.
I like comic, you know, you get the money right away. There's the fees are very extremely reasonable. Yeah, and it's a lot of other, you know, comic book guys, right? So it's a great place to go. So
Yeah.
I'm very happy with it.
Yeah. No, I don't know if he's expanding out to other things like Kickstarter and Indiegogo, or like tech heavy, any kind of new technology. There are people who are trying to, get the funding, and they're huge. Like the technology people, they'll put up a Kickstarter for, I don't know, $10,000 or $15,000, and within the first day they have like $200,000 and like 10,000 people who are signed up for their new technological gadget gizmo thing.
Yeah, that must be nice.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. So, Fong, thank you for reading. Yeah, the first Sword of Eden graphic novel is 220 pages, so that might take you a while.
Yeah. I'm working my way through it.
I thought
Didn't
your son steal it from you?
Yeah, he stole it from me, and he read it in one sitting. He's like, he devours comics. He
Oh,
likes him. He likes the longer format.
yeah, like a lot of these kids, you know, they gravitate towards manga, and they love trade paperbacks, and I think that's kind of where this whole thing is going. I think that's where the comic industry is going. I don't think that the direct market and the whole pamphlet format is going to survive very long.
Yeah, yeah. So he's always griping when I come home with the floppies, and he reads it, and he's like, "It's so short. What happens next?" Like, that's the whole shtick of the floppy.
Yeah, it was, but yeah, things are changing.
Yeah.
But are you going to collect your stuff into like a larger trade paperback? How's that going to work?
I do have it's set up. It's set up in a way that is where the story arcs will be five stories, and it'll be collected. I think that's what I settled on. So I do have a trade paperback for the first 5 issues. I ran a campaign for that, and so that went well. And I'm thinking about how to move forward with that. I've got some plans that I'm not that have not solidified, so I don't want to throw it out there like, hey, this could happen, but I'm pitching it somewhere else, just because the Starcross Comics guys are more floppy based. So the trade paperbacks, the publisher Joe said that he didn't want it. He initially didn't want it on the site, but he has since changed his mind. But I'm kind of holding off. On that.
Right.
I see you back there, Brian. I see you back there. So we got other guests. I don't know if I can bring on another guest. Can I add to the stage? Can we fit on here? Brian is in the house. Brian Fraze is the newest member of the Starcross comic book family. How you doing, Brian?
I'm doing okay. How are you?
Good, man. Good. So Brian just came over to Starcross with his comic Eternals? The Eternals? What was it? Mighty
The
Eternals?
Eternal.
Just Eternals? Or just
Just
singular?
the Eternal. Yeah.
The Eternals.
Well, actually, it's been rebranded. It's the Eternal Resurgence.
Okay. Okay.
So it's-
Very cool. Is there somewhere that that people can get that now, or are you kickstarting it?
Well, I'll be doing that sometime this year. Don't have a date set yet. It's in production, but the previous issue, which is sort of, I guess you could say it's a proof of concept. You can get it on Indie Planet,
Yeah.
and you can also get it on Mixam.
Okay. Do you have it? What's MixM? Is that a place that you can get
It's
physical
a
copies?
Yeah, it's a printer. Yeah,
Okay.
I have a Mixam print link. Um, it's on my Facebook page. They can click on it, and the deluxe edition is available there,
Cool.
and then the standard edition is available on Indie Planet.
Yeah. So do you are you the writer, the artist? Are you
I'm the writer, creator.
okay?
Yeah, I'm not the artist. Right now I'm working with Gilbert Monsanto on the reboot, The Eternal Resurgence.
Nice, 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 nice. So do you put together? Have you put together your own campaigns and things like that? Where have you gone? Have you ever used Fund My Comic?
No, the my previous comic was funded through Kickstarter, and that comic's artist also designed the Kickstarter page and all of that for me. So, but this time I want to have to do something different. Maybe, I don't know, do it myself or hire someone else to do it.
Yeah, very cool. So there's only one issue of the Eternal Resurgence.
Well, there's one issue of the Eternal. It's just the Eternal.
Okay.
And the new issue will be the Eternal Resurgence. It's kind of a rebranding. It's going to be another #1, kind of starting over. The first one is like I said, it's kind of a proof of concept. It's kind of a prototype for what will come now in the Eternal Resurgence comic series. So
Very cool.
it's kind of the foundation.
Nice, nice. So we're looking at some of the pages of Alpha Red #7. This is actually page 1. This over here is my pencils. Actually, I inked the first page, and then this is the colored version that just came back. And
That's cool.
yeah, I'm super happy with it. And so this is my pencils, and then this is JC Grande's inks. So he has a lot of embellishment. So what do you think, Al, as a professional inker? Like, I added these buildings in the back. So his came back blank, but he threw in the clouds for me. I just used some buildings from old pages that I had to fill it out. And I knew that I was going to do that from the beginning.
I like it. I couldn't really tell the difference between your inks and his inks. They look really good. Yeah, I would probably consider that embellishing if he had drawn those buildings in the background, which you're saying you did that.
Yeah, I just put it in digitally.
Oh, wow. That last panel, the line work, the inking on that last panel, the silhouettes, that is great.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah.
Is that digital inking, or did he
completely digitally inks? Hang on, let me move us so we can see the bottom of it.
Yeah,
So,
I love that. That looks great.
yeah, he does a lot of this stuff with the adding the energy, all these lines. Like, I didn't do that on purpose. See this little X here? That was just like, just make it black. And he comes in and this is what he does.
Oh, that is awesome. I love that.
Yep.
Nice line work.
Yeah. And this is Federico. He's one of the, he feels like an in-house colorist for Starcross Comics. He does a lot of our comics because manga is that's why people read manga. Show.
Yeah, Mike and I are very like-minded.
Love the custom action figures. They are available, Patrick, on the Kickstarter, and I'm excited for anybody who has them. They look tremendous, and they also fit into. Hang on, guys. I'm going to pull you off for a second here. They also fit into GI Joe stuff and Transformers vehicles, so you don't have to buy new vehicles for Alpha Red's action figures. You just stuff them in your GI Joe, stuff them in your Star Wars stuff. I have an X-wing fighter over here that I use as his jet fighter. So just having fun. Funk says, "Where's Ray McKay? I asked him to come. He said he was busy. He had a previous engagement, so it was a little too last minute. But we will be talking to Ray probably. I don't know. He told me to throw out some dates, probably sometime next week. I am pretty busy towards the end of this week. So Mike says it's pretty good. Pretty good. He likes those inks. Do you know what program he uses to digitally ink? I do not. So let's see what my timer says for I do have a timer, so I will let you know when it is 8:28. If anybody, where's my, yeah, I set an alarm, not a timer. Sorry. So I thought I could give you a countdown, but I can't. It's almost Scott Williams-ish. Very high compliment right there.
Yeah, it does look very 90s like, doesn't it?
Yeah. So, I mean, whatever it is that he does, it's pretty awesome.
Oh, it's great.
Homage Hunter says, nice. He approves. Okay. He said Transformers, we can be friends. Yeah, so my boy, do I have anything in this preview that shows some of this is more of his inks. Oops, I forget that it's got to be over here.
See, I like the layout of those, the second two pages. Yeah. So it's more action-y, right? So that's why you put the panels on a slant like that?
I did, yeah. So as I don't know, I'm pretty sure I put them on a slant. Yeah, I think I put them on a slant.
Yeah.
This panel here, like, I'm not afraid to be very inspired by other stuff. So I was reading through. I think I was inspired by Rob Liefeld talking about manga so much, and so I pulled up a manga. I wanted a knife fight, so it showed me a couple of pages from Appleseed Dominion, I want to say, and this is, if I showed you the reference, there's a kick that happens like this, and there's it's very similar. These two panels, like, I was very inspired by that, and I just thought it needed more action than my typical imagination could muster up.
Yeah, I like how you put the gutters on there on the slant. Yeah. That looks really sharp.
Yeah,
and it also moves the eye, like on the middle page where she's jumping down, like in the first panel, all the way up on top. Yeah, the slant there looks like your eye is just drawn. You see her, and it's drawn all the way to the people that she's about to, not be nice to. So that's great. That's like really, sharp thinking in regards to page layout and storytelling.
Yeah, I appreciate that. And then, so these are pages before he got to ink them. I did get these inks back, so I could have, but as I was putting the what you call it together, everything together, creating all the images that you need to create. I did not have his inks at the time, so you can get stuff like this T-shirt. I'm wearing this T-shirt right here. Proof of concept, right there. I think that's the last one. me see if I hit. Is there like a slideshow? No slideshow. Anyway, so these are all the. So like this stuff is the original artwork that you'll be able to pledge. So it's cool being the artist and the creator. So I own like the physical stuff like this, and I can put it up as a reward, where somebody like Brian might not be able to offer the original artwork as a fundraising tool for his crowdfunder. So you'd be able to pick up the actual regular cover artwork for Alpha Red number 7. And I don't know if you guys checked out the preview of the campaign, but I hope you did, so that you're ready with the pledge, the reward that you are most drawn to, because the original art is one of one, and these custom action figures are limited, so you gotta get them if you want them. So I want to show Al, did you have any like exclusive stuff on your crowdfunder?
Yes.
You
yes,
did?
Yes, I do. Yeah, there's a limited edition print that's signed and numbered that customers can only get when they purchase a copy of the Sword of Eden graphic novel on Fund My Comic.
All right.
So I had 100 of those made, and yeah, whenever I sell a book, each book will get a limited edition signed and numbered print. It actually is the image that, if you look at me, I'm holding up in that little avatar.
Let me see if I can. I don't know how to pull you.
No, that's nice.
Out specifically. Nope, not me.
Oh, that's not me either. Oh, here I am. Yeah. So I call that the My Secret Invasion 2. So it's my character Nemish Man, and he's punching some green-skinned, pointy-eared alien creature. So that's the print. So yeah, which was a lot of fun to do. That was actually the original artwork for that was for a sketch cover I did, and I sold that too, which is nice.
Yeah,
at a signing, I think. So yeah, I decided to make a print out of it.
Yeah, let's see if I can add one more person. I don't know if it'll add one more person to the stage or not. Well, Brian just dropped off anyway. So the publisher of Starcross Comics. Let's see if he's there. Well, that's there. Joe, are you there?
Can you hear me?
I can hear you now.
Where's my audio? Where's my visual?
I don't know, brother. I don't know.
What happened?
Maybe I don't know. See, it has some kind of a lock thing.
Yeah.
Are you using your phone? Or are you using?
Nope.
I don't know. Maybe
that might be what it is. Okay. Well, anyways.
What's going on, brother?
Stay connected to my phone. Yeah, no, I'm glad to be on. Covers look good. What are you talking about? Did the launch happen yet?
No, it's in about a minute. A minute.
Okay.
So if you're planning on trying to win this this here, kaboom!
Oh, nice. Is that Pitt?
So it is Pitt drawn on a sketch cover. If I could maneuver. There you go.
Nice.
So if you're the first person, he's wearing a Alpha Red mask, and he has taken over the cover. He has taken over the cover. And actually, it was inspired because Dale Keown retweeted my Alpha Red number 6 campaign. Awesome. And I was like, what?
Wow.
So I did...
That's great.
I did that cover based on that. So it should be going now. It should be live. I'm seeing the digital computerized time clock thing. I'm going to take a little peek over here to see if it is actually live or not. I'm going to refresh. It took me out of it. And I can't tell. Raise mode. Yep. It is live. It is live. It is live. So I'm pretty excited about that. And I'll, let's see if anybody's still here or if everybody is over there. It's true. Check out Sword of Eden. I forget what we were talking about at that time, but I missed a couple. I missed a couple of Starcross comics. Was that you, Joe? That's you.
Yep.
And then great panel work. Thank you, Mike. If you're still there. I was letting everybody know 5 minutes ago that it was almost here. Patrick also given the countdown. Check it out. Check it out. Mere seconds. That was moments ago. So got my pledge in. Was I first? I can't tell. Fong. Maybe. Let me go. I got 3 backers. Let me see if he tells me who was. I don't know. Yep, Fong. Mr. Fong gets the Alpha PITT, Alpha Red #1 PITT cover. You did it, bro. You did it. I had very little doubt that Fong was going to be the first one. Very little doubt. So congratulations to Fong.
Yep.
He gets the Alpha PITT cover of Alpha Red #1.
I should have done that.
Congratulations.
That's a great idea.
Let's see if Brian can Brian fit in here. You are a winner, sir. You're a winner in my book. You're always a winner. And right, Ernest. We both knew that it was almost inevitable that Fong, with his quick fingers, was going to do it. Congratulations to Fong for the Alpha PITT cover. So Brian, are you there? Brian?
Yeah, I'm here. Yeah.
Nice. Okay. Very good. Very good. You dropped off there, so I didn't know if you were still hanging out. So, Joe.
Hey.
Tell us.
I'm looking for your link, so I'm just going to search for it.
Yeah, just go alpharedcomic.com, and I have forwarded it to the campaign.
Here we go. Issue 6.
So some exclusive things that you're going to see on there. Like this is just the homage cover, and that's going to be available afterward. I just charge you a little bit more because I do want people to just pick up the regular cover. And if you are drawn to these homage covers, I kind of make you pay a little extra to help the war chest. So, but this is an exclusive cover. The sketch cover for Alpha Red #7 is only going to be available through the campaign because I don't want to print out something that people don't ask for. So if you want a sketch on Alpha Red #7, this would be the time to do it. So I think it's $40. I think you can get a sketch of a single character for $40. Al, do you have anything like that for your campaign?
Well, the only thing I have art related like that, I just have one page of original artwork from the Sword of Eden on the Fund My Comic campaign.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like the idea of having your own sketch covers. I mean, that sounds kind of cool.
Yeah.
It's like a lot of work, but it also seems like you keep doing it like once a week, so you must really enjoy it.
It can be brutal, bro. I've done it. I actually stopped doing it for issue number 5 and 6 because it just took me that much longer to get it to people.
Well, I was drawing some blank covers for the Hero Initiative, and they sent me a whole bunch, and I had a couple left over, and those I sold at a signing. So they are fun to do.
Yeah, I don't know who's bongoing. Is that you, Joe? Are you doing
Nope.
the bongos?
It's quiet by me.
Not me.
So Brian, is that you?
Yeah.
Playing the bongos?
No, I don't think so. No.
Okay. At least I got the Searcher original art. Congrats, Fong. Awesome. Thank you, Ernest. I'm glad somebody picked that up. So Joe, are you going to be helping Brian with his Eternals Resurgence campaign?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Any thoughts
So he's got the cover. There's going to be a couple variant covers. Is Brian here? Yeah. I mean, Brian can talk to me. Yeah. We just put the logos on, and it's being drawn right now. He's got some pages that he showed me. They're being drawn and colored, kind of one after the other. Drawn, then color. Drawn, then color. Each page drawn and then colored, page by page.
That's cool.
Yeah,
that's cool. So this is another fun, exclusive idea. Only during the campaign, I'm offering a flip book where you get the inks, a 24-page inked version of issue number 7, and then you flip it over and you get the pencil version. And then along with that flip book, you get the exclusive Alpha Red crowdfunding cover issue. So that is also exclusive to the campaign, and only however many are ordered will be produced. So,
yep.
And then another exclusive where the flip book will be the exclusive cover, and then you flip it over, and then it's a virgin book completely. So it's art only on the flip side of the complete issue of Alpha Red number 7. No word balloons, no nothing. And then along with that, you get the pencil and ink version flip book as a compendium to that. So that will also be exclusive to the campaign. Only the amounts ordered will be produced. So this is just kind of telling you a little bit more about what I just said, where there's no word balloons. And these are the 2 types of flip books that you would be getting. All right. Any other thoughts, Joe, about crowdfunding and how many Starcross comics get fundraised at the same time?
I know. Everybody seems to do them all at the same time. It's like Ralph is doing a Trading Justice number 3 right now. Who else? It's like seasonal, you know. But yeah, we got a lot of interesting things going on right now in Starcross. But yeah, Alpha Red keeps coming out, keeps trucking along faster than most. So
yeah. So I'm trying to figure out how to do as many as I can.
Yeah.
So this year will hopefully be 2. Next year will probably be 2. That's what I'm aiming for. And then the following year, I'll see if I can stretch it to 3. I don't know where I'm going to find the time and the money to hire some help.
Time and money is the worst. That's what you never have enough of.
We don't do it to get rich. That's for sure.
We don't?
We're doing a Comic-Con this weekend, me and some of the Starcross guys, but
yeah,
so that's what we're kind of gearing towards right now.
What Comic-Con is that?
It's in Oshkosh, Wisconsin. It's a comic and toy con. I think it's a quad con.
Very nice. Very nice. So Brian, where are you in the country?
I am in Kentucky.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Kentucky.
I think we're going there soon.
Okay.
Which part of Kentucky?
I could be wrong. I forget. So we just drove through there coming from Florida, but we're going to be going through there to go to the Ark Encounter. Do you know where that is?
That's in the northern
Williamstown.
part.
Williamstown.
Yeah, that's pretty far from where I am.
Okay.
All right. Let me check in. I don't know if I can check in on the campaign or if it's even worth it. I hope. It says only 3, but I thought I got more.
Hold on, I'm gonna
5.
get my wallet. Apparently, I haven't logged into Fund My Comic since my new account.
I
shall be right back.
No, I appreciate you guys, all the backers who jumped on it, and I forgot to mention that you guys, everybody who so far who has pledged, will be getting free sketch cards, like this one. This will be one of them. So the first 10 people get one of these free sketch cards.
So where do you get those from?
So this was me attempting to print my own. So I just went to, I had, it was just like Staples or something like that. And I just took their thickest, hang on, my camera thinks that I'm trying to switch. I have one of these. Yeah, it follows me but I have to stop it. Hang on. So I'm doing weird things with my hands. I swear. Okay, I think I stopped it. So I just put them side by side on a big sheet of paper, as many as could fit on an 11 by 17, and had it printed up. But I did do some legit ones, like this one here. Al, I don't. Let me. What is those bongos?
I don't know.
It's not me, I promise.
You don't hear any bongos.
It's always the new guy. But I did have like legit ones printed up, but the surface is so slick. Now with this is also like very slick because all it is a glossy cardstock, so it's really hard to draw on, and so I have to use a very dark. Let me see if you can see that. There you go. I have to use a very soft pencil, and then I have to use Sharpie. Sharpie is the only thing that really sticks to this. So the first 10 people will get a free Alpha Red sketch card also.
Awesome.
Don't miss out. There was a contribution too. Wait a minute. Hello, this message is to notify you that there was a contribution for the campaign of Alpha Red Monster Within for $5. Oh, got it.
Yeah, so people can also just donate like a couple bucks to the campaign without necessarily purchasing anything, which is appreciated.
Yeah, absolutely. Faux show. Well, guys, I don't know. Whoa, I guess I should hop over here and see what's going on in the chat. I should bring you on the channel so you can promote, please. I would love it, Mike. I would love it. Andrew Anderson in the house. Nice, he says. Cool. I forget what I was showing, but Mike thinks it's cool. Andrew Anderson says, excited to receive number 7. I would be waiting impatiently. Very nice. I missed number 6, so picked it up in one of the packages. Nice. Very good. Awesome.
So James, I want to try and inspire you to do a cover of just your angel character.
Which one?
Your angel
character. I know why it's doubling my voice.
I know.
Do you have another window open? Usually, if you have another window open in a browser or something like that, it will sound like it's an echo because it's like a slight delay. And then bongos. Somebody's playing bongos.
I don't know. I put myself on mute, and I couldn't. But Brian's icon is I'm talking.
Okay.
See, I was muted, and that was me.
I don't think I have anything else open. I have my campaign open. I have email open. Let me close this.
Yeah, it's not you.
Did that something? It went away.
No, it didn't.
You don't think it went away?
No, you look at Brian's icon, so when I talk, you're going to hear me talking as well. Brian's icon is moving.
See, I was muted the whole time.
Yeah, I don't think
killed it.
So you were saying, Joe.
So it'd be cool to see a cover with just your angel character, like full blast, like closing, you know.
So I do have. Let me see here. It was gonna be the new evil angel. Is that who you were saying?
Is he evil?
Well, I don't want to spoil it.
Right.
Let me see here. Let me pull this down. Remove it. And stop that screen. And then open this screen. Share window. So like one of
yeah. That'd be good.
Yeah. That would be cool.
Mm-hmm. It could even be white in the background.
Yeah, just like this. The thing back there. Very cool. But yeah, that is a good suggestion. I will take that suggestion
into consideration.
Yeah. So this was the promo here as I was scrolling through. Like when I get on Pete's channel on Alternative Comics, whenever he lets us on, I have a folder just for that. And that is part of that role here. So Mike, here's my one of the pieces of just a panel of what was going on. Ryan, I think your thing that is echoing. Would you mind putting it on mute, Ryan?
Sure. Yeah.
All right. Let's see if it echoes. Is it echoing? No echo when Brian is muted. So I don't know if you have something else on, Brian, that is listening in on your microphone. No bongos. So you're not the bongo guy.
That
You're
looks
just
like a
the echo guy.
transformer.
So is it maybe mine? I'm going to turn down my speakers.
No, I think you're fine.
All right, I'm going to turn down my speakers. But then I can't hear you guys. Maybe I should throw on some ear thingamabobbers. But here's your Transformer-ish mic. I know
Yeah, there you go, Mike.
A big Transformer fan here. I actually have Transformers in my original storyline. The Satan uses a transforming robot tank called Omega Black. So, but I like 80s stuff. So this is me moving backwards. This is pages moving backwards. So I should hop all the way back to the front and then work it through forward. But yeah, this is what you guys would be picking up if you're picking up Alpha Red number 7. So it's going to happen anyway. But if you guys wouldn't mind sharing this out to your normie friends, just it's a family friendly comic book that I think everyone can enjoy. And that would be greatly appreciated. So
who did the colors for this issue?
Federico.
Oh, it was. Okay, yeah. Yeah, I like how he faded out the backgrounds, kind of like
yeah. So I think I did change a little bit of this because part of it was
Brian, you gotta mute.
Brian is echoing. Echo. But so it was. You'll see here where I cut it off. Like this is the vision that he's having, and then he wakes up from the vision. So when Federico colored it, he put it all black. So I had to go in and remove like all the black all around it, so that it can.
Yep.
You can tell that, but no, he did a great job, fantastic job. And Al, the reason why you can't really tell the difference between the other, this is JC Grande's, and then this is my inks. I inked it traditionally, and then I scanned it in, and then I did some digital inks on top of it.
Okay.
So like all these, all this brush work here is a digital brush. And so I wanted to give it the vibe. I was trying to not have to hire an inker.
Yeah.
And, but just to.
Was there like a zipatone effect on some of those?
I don't know. I just stretched out a brush, like, I don't know if you within Photoshop, you can stretch out the brush so it can be tight and have a certain texture in it. But if you stretch it out, it just repeats that texture a little wider.
Yeah, I mean, you mentioned how you made those top 3 tiers with the thicker black border, just to show that that's a vision. I think that's a great technique to use to show that it's not reality. Like this is something else that's going on, and then boom, you realize that this guy is thinking about this stuff.
Yeah. And I guess Federico, the colorist, did not pick that up, and he just blacked out the whole.
Yeah.
Whole thing.
Yep. I'm nowhere near as good as Federico. That's why I use him. But when I color my pages, I like washing it out with a certain color. Like I have these prophecy pages that I recurringly do, and I like wash it over with like this faded orange tone, just so you can see it's not in the current reality. It's like a vision, and sometimes I pick a different color for different visions that are maybe somebody's dreaming, or somebody's like remembering the past.
Right. Yeah, I'll have some of those flashback pages and stuff too. And JC just sent me the inks on those, so they look great. But I'll still have to jump into them and look at it with a more editorial eye, and not just like wow, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Pick out any kind of confusing lines before I send it off to Federico and get back something that wasn't supposed to be.
Yeah, that happens from the creator's point of view. That you might have the greatest colorist, but he might have just may have gotten the skin tone a little wrong. So you might have to tweak it, or you might have to tweak like a belt buckle because it's really not that color. So you got to do a little tweaking. So same thing with you get the best inker, but you go, oh, that's actually his fingernail. Let me I gotta put that back, and and he drew gloves on the guy.
Yep. Yeah, I saw where he did some, he made some things sleeveless. And I'm like, they're not sleeveless.
Yep.
But just things like that, I have to go through, and if I don't catch them, then they'll be inked that way. I mean, they'll be colored that way. So I think we lost Brian.
It's funny in that scene, with Alpha Red wearing normal clothes, you see how huge he is. But when he's in his uniform, he just, you go, well, yeah, he's a superhero. This is how his physique looks.
Yeah.
But he looks, and it's not drawn wrong. I'm just saying he looks like a big dude walking down the street in street clothes.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I had to think through that. Like sometimes you forget, and you're just trying to draw like a super fit guy.
Yep.
But I did want to go a little extreme with the muscles, because he's supposed to be like super huge, like ridiculous.
Okay. So Wingman is more like just a fit guy.
Yeah. He's a fit guy, but he's strong because he has the spirit of Zed Keel inside of him.
Mm-hmm.
See, there's going to be some flashback.
That's gonna be cool.
Yeah. And the inks on this are fantastic. I don't think I'm going to have to change much on the inks at all. I think he nailed it. Not just nailed it, but like.
Do you find that because I remember your, pages before you were using that inker, your stuff was so tight and so clean and so like they were like good to go, as is. So do you find you're doing less finished pencil work because it's going to be inked?
I'm so inconsistent. Like I think this is tight because I want him to do it as close to like some of the details as I want them. So I don't want him to take too many liberties in certain circumstances, like facial expressions and things like that.
Yeah. So you don't say, well, I would crosshatch all this, but I'm just gonna let him do it.
Yeah. So I knew that I wanted to do a pencil version, and so I wanted it as tight as I could. Like I didn't tighten up these buildings back here, and his inks came back, and all these lines are straight. He used digitally. He can just like draw a straight line across.
Yep.
So.
And he does digital.
He does all digital.
See, I would have thought the opposite because I was looking at his ink work, and it reminds me of like Silvestri, or no, whoever inked Silvestri. So forgive me if it wasn't Silvestri himself, but that kind of drippy where it goes really thin, and then there's a drip, and then it just continues, and then there's might be a double line, and it's just that kind of stuff that you can't replicate that in any, no computer program can replicate that usually, but he knows what he's doing because he's able to give that look of a dip pen,
Yeah. There's some weight, some line weight.
Yeah.
To it.
Yep.
So, all right. Any last words before we sign off here? Al, why don't you give us Al has a YouTube channel that he's finally starting to utilize, right? Comic Relief Crusader.
I do have a YouTube channel. I shared the links in the private comments, but I'm not on YouTube very often. So, but it's mostly me being cranky about some of the stuff that's going on in the comic book industry. So yeah, that's kind of why I have a YouTube channel. I don't really consider myself a YouTube content creator. I consider myself, really a writer and artist of comics and graphic novels. But yeah, the YouTube channel comes in handy, especially when, I don't get paid by DC Comics. That helps out a lot. But I do want to mention one thing, I think a month ago, because I am a huge Atomic Robo fan.
Uh-huh.
And about a month or so ago, I was reading one of the trade paperbacks, and there was this backstory in one of the trade paperbacks of Atomic Robo, and the name looked awfully familiar. I was like, I think I know this guy.
Yeah,
so that is because I used to see those guys every year at the New York Comic Con.
Yeah,
and I love those early issues of Atomic Robo.
Oh, for sure, especially those early ones. Towards the end there, I don't know where they were going with it. There maybe too many dinosaur guys or whatever. But the first, it was so fresh and so fun. I loved it. I sat next to them in Pittsburgh one year, and then they reached out and offered the backup story for the second one.
Yeah, that was great, man. That must have been a lot of fun.
Yeah, it was. But I wasted the opportunity. I did not think that was my best stuff. I waited till the last minute, and I was like, "Oh, what am I gonna do? What am I gonna do?" I should have spent more time.
You didn't write the story, though, right, Brian?
No, I didn't write the story. I did not. But I don't know. I just wasted it.
That was cool, man.
Yeah, that's definitely one of the highlights of my past. But all right, Joe. What else? What do you want to pitch before we?
For me, StarCrossComics.com. You can get Alpha right there. You can get any of the crossover books. You can get any of my books. You can get any if I mentioned Ralph. Soon, Brian's book will be coming out. We have 15 creators. We have over like 40 books, titles. We have trading cards. So we had to switch the website over. So I'm getting the digitals back up, but we had to recreate everything from scratch, which was a little difficult.
Yeah. Get your button gear.
Yeah, I think Mike's referring to my YouTube channel.
That's right.
Well, Mike has a great YouTube channel, so I don't need to do anything.
There he is.
There he is.
Wingman.
That's what I was looking for. That's
Is
the
that
connected. That's the danger room connection, but I called it the playground.
Is that Chrome?
No, it just was a little shiny on camera.
Oh, okay.
It's flossy.
Yeah. I'd love to hear more of Al's stories working for the big guys. Yeah, we'll have maybe we'll have Al on more often, or maybe he'll just do it on his show. So go over to Al's.
I would absolutely love talking about working for Marvel and DC and Archie and all those guys. So yeah, that'd be great.
Very cool. Well, guys, thank you for hanging out with me on this launch party. I appreciate all you guys for backing Alpha Red number 7. Don't forget to share it out, and don't forget to like and if you're not subscribed already, please subscribe to the channel. I'll be doing more of these as the next 4 weeks go, because I gotta make sure that everybody knows that there's a campaign going for Alpha Red number 7. So guys, I really appreciate you guys hanging. I'm gonna drop you guys off, and then I'm going to say a final salute and then hit the outro. All right. Joe, thanks for being here.
Thanks for having me.
Al, thank you, sir.
Congratulations, man. Thank you so much.
Thank you. And we will be talking soon.
Yes, sir.
All right, guys. Thank you for showing up for the launch party. I hope you enjoyed the preview of all the rewards, and I hope that you can support Alpha Red number 7. In any way that you can. And if you can't support it, if you could just share out the link, that would help me greatly, and I would greatly appreciate it. All right, guys, let me see if any last minute ones. Subbed and shared. You are the man, Mike. I appreciate you. Homage Hunter, good luck. Thank you, sir. Did you catch? Hopefully you got the new homage. I know you did. Of course you did. Of course. All right. We'll talk soon, guys. Thank you for hanging out. Let me turn off this before I hit the end. So until next time, grace and peace. We are out. Welcome to Alpha Red number 7, The Monster Within. In this issue, an ancient evil has risen, unleashed by a rogue treasure hunter on her latest heist. Now, this powerful executioner walks the earth once more, and only Alpha Red stands between the fallen angel and the annihilation of the other kingdom warriors. As Wingman is haunted by cryptic visions of his forgotten past, he squares off with the Searcher and her celestial enforcer Zadkiel. What dark secrets link the sacred relics to Wingman's dreams? And can Alpha Red stop this vengeful angel before it's too late? Brace yourself for pulse-pounding action, shocking revelations, and supernatural suspense in Alpha Red number 7, a high-octane thrill ride you won't want to miss. This issue can be enjoyed on its own, but there will be tiers where you can pick up the first 6 issues of Alpha Red. If you're new to Alpha Red, it can be summarized like this. In a world unraveling from the inside, Alpha Red emerges as a bold new hero in a time of darkness. Calvin Wesley was just a blue-collar worker until the Kingdom, a secret organization powered by ancient spiritual technology, chose him to be their new champion. With superhuman strength, speed, and wisdom now flowing through him, Wes is thrust into the battle that reaches beyond the physical world into the realm of eternal souls. The enemy, Satan himself, cast into human form, walking among us, immortal, plotting a global apocalypse after being betrayed by his right-hand demon. His identity is hidden, his influence is growing, and only Alpha Red stands between us and damnation. This isn't just a comic, It's a spiritual war, dressed in superhero skin. A gripping, high-stakes saga where every punch is powered by purpose and every page crackles with righteous intensity. Created by artist and writer James Keown, Alpha Red fuses pulse-pounding action with themes of faith, redemption, and the eternal struggle between good and evil. With stunning artwork and a cinematic story arc built for fans of Spawn, Daredevil, and the Book of Revelation, this is a series that dares to say something deeper, while still kicking it like a 90s style comic. Join the mission. Back the hero. Invest in the legend. Alpha Red isn't just another comic. It's the beginning of something bigger.
From the shadows he rises with courage in his heart, a beacon of hope. He's ready to start with faith as his armor and a fire in his soul. Alpha Red stands tall, fulfilling his role. Alpha Red, the hero we need. With the power of faith, he'll always succeed. Fighting darkness, he'll never dread. For the world is safe with Alpha Red. Red. In a world full of chaos, where evil may lurk, he fights for the righteous, his mission and work. Guided by God,